So as I'm working on this edit, I realized it's been too long since I shared a video. I had a couple big projects going on lately, been working long hours, so I haven't exactly taken the time to edit. But lucky for you, I videoed most of it. So I'll be putting out more content soon, showing exactly what I've been up to. But first, I want to share my last weekend adventures with you, when I acquired one of my dream animals. So enjoy. Guess what time it is? Oh yeah, baby snake time.
How are you?
Turtle time.
Yeah.
Lizard time.
3 times in a row.
Crocodile time. That's right, folks. It's officially Repticon time. Yeah, the colors of this sign are kind of emblematic of what's to come. And right off the bat, I see my man Joe from Asheville Wildside right out here in the front. That's unusual. This man right here is a true wealth of knowledge.
Just for brief seconds, but they pretend to be dead if they're overstimulated.
I didn't expect to see you out here today.
I know, I've never been in the front like this. I think they ran out of space on the main floor, so.
He's got some amazing animals, but not the one I'm seeking today. So let's go check it out inside. And as usual, we always got to start in the venomous section. And while in venomous, I always got to stop by my man Wayne with War Reptiles. This is the man that got me into tarantulas. And I'm only a few booths in, and I already found something I've been looking for. What do we have here? Is it true? Are there really green tree pythons here? Uh-oh.
These are captive reds. Well, I got an Aru right here. I got an Aru, and then all these are BR.
Okay, I just got here. I can't burn all my money yet. Let me think about it for a minute. By the way, this is my man Zach from Reptile Affairs out of Augusta, Georgia. And of course, Repticon wouldn't be Repticon without Zippies. Zippies has been great people to me since my very first show. And after an unfortunate ant infestation of my ball python cage, I need to get some more springtails and isopods. And Zippies is my go-to shop for that. I'm gonna pick up some powder blues today. Might get me some dairy cows next time. And of course I couldn't hang out with Zippies without talking to my man Taco Sam. He's their #1 animal ambassador. And if it wasn't for that, I'd probably take him home. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous. I love these guys. I'm gonna make sure there's no hognose. Nope, no hognose here. I tell you what, our area really could use a good hognose breeder, and I might know just the person to fill that role. Give me some time, folks. Okay, moving on. Let's see what I can add to my snake shack. And this is my man Gerald from GC Hides. I've shown his booth on the channel before. A lot like what I've done with my enclosures. He makes decor out of great stuff, folks.
See anything today you like here?
Yeah, I just saw a green tree python.
Yeah, the trees over there.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of those, I know.
I want one of that.
Look, Uncle Lewy.
Check out this free-range rat. Just sit out on the table at the show. It's like a puppy dog. Crazy. There he is. I finally found my brother Dan. Little man Dan.
Ah, Lewy. How you doing, brother?
I was about to check that. We have a lot of fun talks because we're not offended by each other's Facebook posts.
I am so sorry.
Life of Lewy. One of my favorites, to be honest with you. I spend more time talking to him than most of my other people.
He's got some beautiful snakes in today, too. This guy just bought a pair of black and white Cali Kings that are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Little extra drawer space, so fill up the drawer.
But this is what I really want. A jug-low red-tailed boa. Oh man, he's beautiful.
Okay.
Dan offered me a deal that was real hard to pass up for this and a brunch cage snake. But unfortunately, my house is still too small. I might have to add on before I can get a big beast like this. And finally, an absolute must at Repticon. You gotta visit Reptile 101. This is my friend's petting zoo. And you can hold everything they got, unless it's in shed or molting. But it's worth every penny. So if you go to Repticon, please check them out. I promise you won't regret it. So what do we want to hold today? Charley hadn't got to meet them yet, so he'll get to hold a lot of cool things today that he's never held. Like this leachiatus gecko.
Lychee's getting shed.
Another one of those amazing filling New Caledonia geckos. I think everything from there must feel like velvet. And these are like the pinnacle to the gecko world.
That's so cool. I know that feels good.
Yeah. It's like, oh. Wish I could do that.
Amazing creatures.
We're going.
And check out this short-tailed python. I swear this thing looks like a mini anaconda. She got girth like an anaconda.
Yes.
And apparently she's still gonna double her weight.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here goes my favorite part. This is the reason I came to Repticon right here. I love this little guy.
Anything like that with his condition, if I ever do get bit, it's something that I need to readjust, something I'm doing. But we use electrical tape, it's a lot easier for him.
I would have a hard time doing that.
That's why we use electrical tape too. Other people are like, why don't you use something that's a little, electrical tape's just fine.
So to all those people that watch my content and wonder why I love these animals, why anybody would love these animals, I want you to pay close attention to this moment. You see, this is why we reptile people do it. For every child that we instill the love for these animals at a young age, that changes the world. And the reality is, we don't have to influence them. As you can see, this is pure love right here. This child will love animals for the rest of her life. Okay, it's my turn. And this little fella's about had enough. But you just gotta hug him in the right spot. He'll settle right back down. What a sweet little swamp puppy he is. Yep, I really need one of these guys.
Oh, it's just about what I expected.
And while this is one of my dream animals, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to be taking one of these home today. And while I did have the opportunity, I like half the cost of the animal that I did take home, I still couldn't do it. Because this is the animal that you really got to prepare for. Okay, it's Charley's turn to fall in love.
Right there, press your ear. It's right there. Okay. Bring your head down. There you go. Then you kind of push him up. There you go. Surface. How are you guys?
And it's obvious by that smile that it's working. Nothing like a crocodile. And if you think I'm crazy, come to Repticon. Go to Reptile 101. Give them your $20. Pick this bad boy up and tell me you don't fall in love. Alright, moving on to the escape artist. I know where that name comes from. We got a Houdini in our house. Happens to be in the wiener dog form. I can't get enough of watching these kids love these animals. Yeah, I won't be holding this one. He's more likely to hold me. And this is a Madagascar giant hognose. A lot bigger than the ones I got in my house.
Oh, that's so cool. The scams aren't loose at all like Scarlet's. I can go back and forth.
And check out this big Burmese python, the nuisance of the Everglades. It's a shame they're invasive because these things make great pets. Really docile animals. They just get a bad name because they're pretty destructive on the ecosystem. Not only do they crush the small game population and then eventually eat bigger game like deer, the real problem is how many babies they produce and how fast those babies become deer eaters also. Now, this is the first time I held one of these, the glass lizard. Yeah, it might look like a snake, but this is a lizard. They're not exactly the easiest things to hold on to, but I managed to get this one comfortable and it calmed right down. And there's several ways that you can tell that this is a lizard and not a snake, but I think probably the easiest way is to spot the eyelids. Snakes don't have eyelids. But real quick, before we leave the show, I got one thing I gotta do. That's right. These green tree pythons, I couldn't get them off my mind. I had to go back and get one. I did it. I finally did it. I got me a green tree python. I've been going to shows for about 2 years now, and so far, I haven't seen one at a show. And I know the typical story is, don't buy from a show, only buy from a reputable breeder. But the reality is, I know a lot of reputable breeders that sell at shows. So it's just all who you're buying from. I got one of my dream animals. And here she is. Meet Medusa. I finally got one. My green tree python. I could have bought one off the internet from a couple breeders I met, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to pick one up in person. And I gotta say, I would have never got this price off the internet. This is a US CBB, which is captive born and bred. Because most of these are wild caught. But wild caught can come with a lot of problems. Just not something you really want to bring in your collection, especially when you got as many as I do. So I got this beautiful girl from Zach at Reptile Affairs. He's out of Augusta, Georgia. Great guy. Look him up. I'll leave the links in the description below. And I got another sticker for my snake rack. I always need to add more stickers to the rack. I'm going to be setting her up in this bin just until I get her other enclosure ready. And I made this perch out of some sticks. We got them in the yard. I sterilized them by boiling them in water for a couple hours. So they should be good to go. I got her little water bowl in here already. So she can be living in here for a couple days. But I do have 8 or 9 of these enclosures sitting around, which I'm going to put all the decor in them, and I'm going to sell them at some of the Repticon shows. But for now, I'm going to be using this one for this girl right here. We cut this stick right here to act as a perch. That's going to take a couple days. So for now, she can be in this little bin right here. And now, it's time to move this girl over. And I fully expect to get bit. But we'll see. I got the lid ready, just in case she goes to run. Probably should be using a snake hook, but the only one I got is a little bit too small for this one, so I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. Come on. Come on. How am I gonna pick you up, lady? She gonna bite me. I don't want to get bit yet. Can you just like be chill or something? I might get that other small hook I got. It's probably not too small. I'll go get it. Not terribly too small. I just want her to be more comfortable so that she trusts me more. And if I make her bite me at the very beginning, she's probably not gonna trust me all that much. It's alright, Mama. It's alright, Ma. It's alright, Ma.
You can tell she's arboreal the way she goes straight up.
Alright, Mama. Hold on. Hold on. You gotta stay in there. You gotta stay in there, Ma. Come on.
He said she was the calmest.
Yeah. I got her.
Oh.
I got her. Yeah.
I was trying to get this ready to be right here.
By the way, I am being extra careful not to pull on her tail. Hold on, Mama. Hold on. Wait, Charlie. I want to try to get
her body in.
Calm down a little bit. Because the green tree python has a very fragile tail. She's all wrapped up on there. And the last thing I want to do is injure my baby on day 1. Or any other day for that matter. It's alright, Ma.
Wow, she can go out far.
It's alright, Ma. I want you to trust my hands. Get used to my feelings. It's hard for me to use a stick when you got the stick all bound up. Yeah, see, I got you some good sticks in there, lady. It's alright. It's alright. I know that a lot. Oh, no. You can't get back in there, Ma. You can't get back in there, Ma. It's, shit all over me. Alright. Get in there. Yeah, there you go. had to work with her, boy. She pissed all over my hand.
Yeah, it kind of shot out.
Yeah, she even got my forehead. Oh, I don't want to wipe it on that.
Oh.
Alright, I got all the snake pee on my hands, and she's in her bed. I really want to take her out and hold her, but I can't stress her out too much at the beginning. She didn't bite me initially, and that's a good thing. It's all about every single experience you have with them. Every time you can handle them, and you don't stress them to the point that they bite you, it's one step farther to calming them down completely. And it takes some time, especially with these. These are not a beginner species. They do not like to be handled that much. You can gain their trust, and I'm determined I'm going to get her there. I just can't stress her too much in the process. And this is why I hate bins, because you can't see their beauty. But that's why I'm going to set up a nice visual tank. Because these are a display snake. They are not one that you want to carry around all the time and handle. Because number one, they got the largest fangs of any non-venomous snake. So they can put a hurting on you. But number two, you can actually hurt them pretty bad. They're arboreal, they wrap around tree limbs. And if you reach in and grab them up like a ball python, you can severely injure their spine. So not really what you want to just jerk up and handle. You got to really earn their trust. And just enjoy looking at them. That's what I plan on doing with her. And I'm going to start her out in this tank. Just because it's what I got available. She's only going to live here a couple months. And I'm going to probably get her the next size up Exoterra. Probably going with a leap enclosure. But it'll work for now. And in a couple days, I'll show you how I hook this one up. Well, fast forward a couple days that I got this cage set up. It's a little bit small, but it's better than the bin and having to go in over the top of her. My gosh, this lady is stunning. Look at those colors. And I put a couple plants in it to help raise the humidity. And to make her feel like she's actually in a tree. I opened this door so we could get past that glass reflection. I gave her 2 perches, removable, so I could pull them out with her on it. Only problem is that she's staying at the ends, where she's kind of locking it into the bottle cap. So far, I haven't been able to pull the limb out with her on it. But if I wanted to get her out, I could. And so far, she hasn't bit me yet, but haven't really given her the opportunity. Check out her lucky bamboo in the back. I like it. Probably going to move these plants into a bigger enclosure when I get it. Probably going to go with like a 2x3. I've been spending a lot of time interacting with her cage, not really messing with her too much, so that she can get used to me being around and her not getting hurt, disturbed, and she can gain to trust me a little bit more. But I have touched her a little bit here and there just so she knows that my touch doesn't lead to death or pain or anything else. I want her to be my friend. I want her to love me. Okay, that might be asking too much. But seriously though, look at her. Isn't she beautiful? So are our plants. Basically, I've just been coming in here like this, touching her a little bit, just letting her know that I'm not a bad guy. I woke her up, but, you know, she's nocturnal, so in reality, she's awake at nighttime. She's really zoned in on this camera, though. That's always a way to make a snake mad. Alright, baby girl, I'm not going to bother you too much, okay? Well, that's it for now. I'll keep you updated on my girl Medusa. Hopefully I can get her to trust me. And I think she's on the way there. And as soon as I get her adult enclosure, I'll be making another video and update you on the progress. But anyway, until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. But most of all, I hope you think Medusa's beautiful. She might be scary looking. She might have 200 teeth in her mouth that are nearly an inch long. But hey, she still deserves love and respect. And admiration. And I'm going to give it to her. Until next time, y'all have a good one.